Creighton has an injury as well, and Fedor Zugic. We'll see how he goes today as well. They tip it up. Paul Sells, Brooke Wells, Ted Valentine are three officials. This is a three.
But that's the kind of ball movement you're going to see with Creighton, especially if it's a quick double team on Kalkbrenner. It's an open shot that you got to make.
Junkie Hepburn, the transfer from Wisconsin, puts Louisville on the board. Ashworth misses a three. He's 0 for 2.
Louisville loves to get into this drag in their secondary break. There it is.
Hepburn, wow! Gives us a highlight right out of the gates. Rocking right now. Kalkbrenner secures the board. Kalkbrenner's a beast inside at 7 feet tall. Had an amazing career. McAndrew lays it in. Another nice find by Ashworth. Hepburn did.
Yep.
Now he's got all this experience and all this NCAA tournament experience leading this Cardinal team. Neal, shot fake, puts it in. It's going to be a big part of Creighton's success if they make a run. Jemiah Neal.
Zugic, a big part of this team who wasn't even eligible until late December, rolled his ankle early in the Big East title game Saturday. So 5 days to heal. He practiced a little yesterday. Coach said they'll see how he's going to do. So both of these players, their role in the tournament still to be determined, but the teams are hoping for the best.
And great South Alley, and the reason why that's important, not do they bring some scoring and athleticism, but also they increase the depth on the bench, especially from a Louisville team that knew.
Chucky Hepburn has scored all 7 points for Louisville. Creighton has quieted down this pro-Cardinal crowd here. Ashworth fires and finally hits. Missed on his first 2 tries. They're Auburn, the overall #1 seed, or the upset-minded Alabama State Hornets, who won the first 4 game on Tuesday. Traore just on the floor, first minutes, got himself in the box score.
Yeah, but that time's
7-footer manning the middle and gobbling up most of those boards. Here's Smith, guarded by Ashworth, back inside to Hepburn. He's got some post moves too. Rain Smith lets it rain. How about that for a sign? His first shot. Smith's a tough Aussie from Tasmania. His mother is here as well. He's got a lot of family that have been camping with him for the last few weeks. Three-pointer rattles in from Terrence Edwards.
And that time Edwards that back, big time 3.
Edwards, a volume scorer, averages nearly 17 a game, went for 29 against Duke in the ACC title game. Kalkbrenner gets to the basket, is fouled, and one.
Dribble penetration, not straight post-ups, but opportunities to get inside, draw contact, get to line up. He can do this.
Wow, what a finish that was. Javon Hadley, that was Louisville the lead. You saw Ryan Kalkbrenner with the tissue up the nose, has a bit of a nosebleed they're trying to stop. So Isaac Trout on the floor, and Creighton comes right down, scores it. This is the first 12 games you heard Ali mention, just trying to get cleared to play. But he has got some sauce to his game. It's too bad he's not at 100%. Up top, easy as it gets. Ashworth to Kalkbrenner. Rain Smith on him. Creighton has a heavy offensive playbook. Greg McDermott, one of the great offensive minds in the college game, and makes it easy when Jemiah Neal sticks a 3, and that's an air ball. Trout shoots it at 39% from 3-point range. His first one is too strong. Edwards driving, Edwards got it.
I like it, the quick push, and even the presence of Kalkbrenner didn't deny Edwards Jr. there getting that shot.
Neal leaves it for Kalkbrenner. Wow, just beautiful execution here.
No, it is. But taking your time, letting it heal, now you're on the biggest stage and available.
5 to shoot, Zugic cashes one.
Right on point. Where they can be successful. It doesn't hurt to have an anchor at 7 foot on the block either.
One of Creighton's all-time great players, but he turns it over there. Edwards jumps the lane. Edwards leads it for Woods. Oh, that'll get them on their feet. With that bad ankle. And a bad pass. Green turns it over. Here comes Louisville. This crowd ready to pop once again. Going to the basket. Strong is Hadley. Rick Pitino's last year with Louisville. Had a national championship vacated in 2013. Pat Kelsey has brought him back from the dead using a lot of mid-major transfers. As Ashworth comes back out of the timeout, buries another triple. Paul Sells in his 10th NCAA tournament. One of the best officials in the game. Had a couple of Final Fours under his belt. Up top, Kalkbrenner, the catch goes up, and it's knocked out of his hands. Ends up in the hands of McAndrew, the freshman who buries a triple.
And that's excellent defense inside, too.
A starter. Under 5 minutes to go. Louisville with their 16th foul. Ashworth rises up for a mid-range. Missed it. Kept alive by Green. Another chance here. And a free ball is good. Stephen Ashworth. Just as Louisville got their crowd loud here. Neal defends. Edwards gets the block. Jemiah Neal pushing. McAndrew steps into a three. Timeout Louisville. Rebound pulled down by Abubakar Traore.
Big offensive possession, and you need to get something positive to kind of get back in this. And who do you go to? You go to Chucky Hepburn, and that time not afraid of.
In his collegiate career, he executes well defensively. Posting up. Ball goes around the horn. McAndrew's open. McAndrew hits another three.
But that's the timing, the awareness of Kalkbrenner of when to release the pass. And then another influential defensive possession that time by Kalkbrenner inside.
Jemiah Neal. Oh, they're raining in right now. Creighton cannot miss.
The players look a little shell-shocked right now by what Creighton has been able to muster up here in this first half. Big time shot right there. And you know, here's the thing, you're not playing well.
As it gets in the college game, 16 of their first 20 points in the paint, 24 of 27 minus those free throws coming from the three-point arc. Whatever Louisville's given them, they're taking. Hepburn's been the only offense.
Yeah.
He's got 15 now. Jemiah Neal will exit with 12 points. And Hepburn's going to fire up a three, and he's got it. Chucky Hepburn. He's got a knack.
Post, and it was a kick out, but he said it doesn't matter how they get him. We cannot let them get those open threes. Now the players coming back onto the court were saying, hey, score 0-0, guys. Clean start in the second half.
Well, that's a good start. Good stuff, Allie, and right away.
Game with the guy Chucky Hepburn right in the middle, little mid-range jump shot, knowing that Kalkbrenner was laying back in the key.
Tall task for Louisville. As Kalkbrenner, he'll shoot the three every now and then. He's got a nice stroke. A completely remade. Ashworth gets stuck, picks up his dribble. Jemiah Neal driving. Rain Smith on him. Smith getting to start this second half, but he's just not moving well. And since 1990, when Jim Jackson was rocking that Buckeye jersey.
So, but you're saying it's not impossible. You're saying that it is a chance. Okay.
1989, and a layup by Jason Green.
It's because the ball goes east to west, meaning sideline to sideline. You shift the defense, you find gaps, and now you attack them, put your opposing team in rotation.
No, Waterman hits a three.
You can get something early.
Step back three on its way, comes up short. Tough shot early in the clock for Javon Hadley. I think Kelsey liked that one. Look at Ashworth with the spin, put some English on it. Edwards up ahead, Louisville right after the made basket. Pushing on Creighton.
Pressure on Creighton.
Bad pass, Green turns it over. 2-on-1, Edwards faked it, takes it, lays it in. Hepburn all over Neal. Ashworth, long three-pointer is good. A silencer, kisses the sky. Strong move to the basket, but couldn't bring it home. Jemiah Neal guarded by Rain, and Neal just going to work. I mean, he gets that matchup. It's no contest. Neal against Rain Smith. Hepburn finds Waterman.
Nice, that time.
Hadley Hadley blocked by Kalkbrenner, gets it back. And a reset here for Louisville. Then all Creighton up 65-48. Edwards got it. So Edwards had a great year. What about us, Jamie? What about why is she your girl? We're not your guys.
We're just
Come on,
here.
Jamie. Oh, blocked by Kalkbrenner. Rain Smith is down. He came down awkward on that injured ankle. Traore lays it in by the stoppage here. And Rain Smith
Building the program, you look back at what he was able to do here.
Meanwhile, 13-point game. Reset it. Kalkbrenner gets a post up, and Kalkbrenner scores on Noah Waterman.
Was not able to convert.
Edwards, he is upset at himself. Burning him here defensively, but he's got to check Neal. Neal goes right to the basket. You could tell Jemiah Neal sensed that. And Captain Crunch on that. Jared Greenberg, the king of the crunch. We'll have you covered. Edwards takes Zugic to the basket and lays it in. A little redemption here for Terrence Edwards. Zugic turns the corner. Kalkbrenner's right there. Wow, the play design. Take this big crowd out of it. Right through the hands of King. Into the hands of Roots. And here comes Louisville. In the corner, set up Noah Waterman. Needed it.
To have to call contact, get to the free throw line.
Chucky Hepburn drives it, takes on Kalkbrenner, hangs and scores. Man, is that impressive.
Yep.
First half, it was most of their offense. 5 to shoot. Jemiah Neal, guarded by Waterman. Neal, little shake and bake, rises up. Oh, that's a big shot. Playmaking, taken on Waterman. Tough shot, no. Good defense by Waterman. Louisville pushing here. Chucky with a hesitation behind the back, splits it. Oh my goodness! Mark it down. And ball control here. 7 to shoot. Neal going to work once again. He's had the ball in his hands. Stuff in the stat sheet today. Late clock, got to put it up. Does so and scores. Man, big time bucket. Hadley the rebound. Hadley drives, drops the shoulder, and lays it in. And Louisville wants a timeout.
Rarely did we see that this afternoon.
See the full court pressure. Jemiah Neal on the breakaway, and Neal with an exclamation point. 25 for Neal.
There you go. Calvin Ramsey.
Kidding. We all know Jim Jackson is the man. Toledo, he's making your town proud, though.
No, he is. He's making a lot of great
He has got the sauce
man.
right now. Feeling it. Yeah, stir it up, Jemiah.
Hey, but this is what the tournament is all about, because the eyes were on Ashworth, of course, Kalkbrenner, but it's going to be somebody else that steps up and provides that opportunity. And Hepburn responds right there.
6 rebounds, 3 blocks. It's not an overwhelming stat sheet, but everything is going through him and around him. As Edwards hits a off-balance three-pointer. Neal with the ball in his hands, a career game here. He was a workhorse at the Big East tournament once again today. Hadley drives, Hadley lays it in. They line up that football formation. And once again, the ball in the hands of Neal. And there's the foul.
Who did he play for which year? And then that's right. He's playing for now. You know, so
you got every one of them right. At some point, you knew where they played.
Yeah, it's fun, though. You talk to a lot of coaches, they want to get old and stay old. Or in that category.
The team with 12 transfers had to completely start over. It proved to be true. This was one of the winningest programs. Beat Stanford and Clemson. Clemson, a top 10 team in the ACC tournament. They finally lost to Duke.
Known. That's another easy basket.
Jason Green with a dunk.
Yeah, but known to be, you know, one of those blue blood programs. When you step out there. And it paid off this year, and it's going to pay off in the very near future.
Kalkbrenner with his 5th block of the game. Approaching 400 career blocks is Ashworth. Coach of the year in the ACC. He was coach of the year in the CAA last year. 31 wins a year ago. He was the Big South coach of the year just 4 years ago. I mean, the guy is a winner. He's done it at all of those levels. Big South, he was with Winthrop. Again, Green up ahead. He's usually the guy making that long pass. This is going to be 5 straight years. Creighton has won at least one NCAA tournament game. Greg McDermott, his offense executed very well today. A clinic. And they beat Louisville by a final 89-75.